How's everybody tonight in Glasgow, in the UK and all over? Just out a wee walk, and you can see it's raining again. It's not even April, it's June. So instead of April showers, we've got June showers. But being brought up in Glasgow all my life, we're used to this weather, so just need to get on with it, don't you? But I did a bit of walking, and while I'm walking I'll do a bit of talking. And I was saying to Gary, my brother, the other day, it's a pity he never turned up for that wee thing with chat. It wasn't going to be an interview, it was just the two of us were just going to have a wee chat. Unfortunately couldn't make it, but he says he will do it in a few weeks, which is good, you know what I mean? But just walk. There's a place over there to where the students and all that go to, and they've got the football in there, the Arc, with a good beer garden and that in there as well. Right, there's a 57 bus to Auchinleirn, just up to Proven Mill and Blackhill, it's not far. But just a wee chat while I'm walking. I've been doing some press ups and things like that lately, trying to get fit, and it just reminded me, just before I turned 60, 3 years ago, pal Harry, he was in my gym doing his work, and he's like, ah, why don't you come down and start workout ways and all that. I was like, ah, right, okay then. So instead of starting in January, we started in December. Before he's gone, how long did you last? A couple of weeks? No, I can proudly tell you I lasted, say, my 60th birthday in March, and I continued to June. It's me back. And I was down there religiously for December, Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and Harry was putting me through my paces. He's fit. He's been a good boy for the last 20 years, you know what I mean? Not like me. He's been on this fitness kick, which is good, you know, he's all about family, he's a good family man. And that's what his life's all about. We get back a long way, and Gary, for Harry as well. So, so that was me and Harry, and talk a wee bit about fitness. We used to do 500 press-ups, before we started the workout. And before any saying, no, 500 the winner. We used to do sets of 50s. That then we incorporated into diamond press-ups as well. You could tell you was no hard feet, or easy feet, should I say. But so me and Harry done quite well, you know what I mean? And it came to the June count house over there in Glasgow. So it came to the June, and I just never went back. I was down seeing him, and I went, oh, you never turned up the other day. I went, I've chucked it. And he went, what do you mean you've chucked it? You've been coming for 6 months. I says, I can't. I says, I go through phases like everybody, gyms and all that. He says, I've got a free membership. I went, I know. I said, I'm grateful for that, but I think I've had enough. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Which state you're going to win in a few weeks? Trips outside? And I was like, I don't know. So inevitable. That was me in a downward spiral again. But these things happen in life. You just got to keep picking yourself up and down. But there is so many times you can do that, isn't there? And I don't know, I've done it loads, but I don't know how I'm still here by the grace of God. So that was Harry. He's continued his training and all that. But I've started up again, you know what I mean? Just doing press ups and wee dumbbells and going a walk. And I actually got a smartwatch as well. You can see it, wee smartwatch, it's gone there now. counting the calories. Not bad. No, I've done good. I used to be a fridge raider at night, but I've stopped to chocolate, which is a good thing. The last 6 weeks or something, and I don't raid the fridge at night. So I've accomplished that, which I think is good, because I liked my chocolate, as a lot of people do. But just try to have healthy choices. I'm not getting any younger, am I? Fuck. So, a wee smartwatch that does your steps, if you're into that kind of a thing, your heart rate, and the time. It does loads of things. You can connect it to your phone, you can do internet banking, you do all that if you want to do it, but I don't do that. I've just kept it for the walking and up, kept it simple. But a couple of people I saw the watch and they went, oh, do you know that watch tracks you? And I went, aye, that's right. I says, tracks me down to George Square and Suckhill Street, about the city centre. And I went, oh, I know what you're going to say, fuck. I says, well, I'm not involved in all that shit. I've not been for years. Not that, no, I says, I'm not daft. I says, there's been a few high profile cases with people. That's been a downfall with the smartwatch. I'm not getting into any cases of that, but I know there's been a few. So, aye, the watch is just, it's a wee leisure thing, you know what I mean? Still got my other one from 18 years ago, so not a thing of it left. At least I've still got me left, fuck. That's by the by. Two beautiful kids as well, one at one, and wee boy, Matthew, and Millie, she'll be 5 next month. Where does the years go? The years fly by, don't it? It's unbelievable. So, talk about the fitness, it reminds me as well, off the top of my head, when I was in the nick or the clink or whatever you want to call it, prison. I used to be on the rowing machine, and 3 or 4 times a week I would go down to the gym. I'd been in a few years with this time. I was in my middle 30s, and I would do 40,000 metres in 40 minutes. So it was 4,000 metres in 4 minutes, which was pretty tough going. But I had a guy that was in with my pal, Skip, Malcolm. He came from North London and he used to put me through my paces. I met him first of all in Wormwood Scrubs, and he was down with another couple of boys, Jason and I think the other boy, the other co-accused boy. He went to Ireland, he sadly died, silly year, I forget his name. I didn't really meet him, but I was pals with Skip, and we'd be doing the gym in Long Lartin, and people were walking by going, oh, pussies and all that, we were like, pussies. So after a while, I was right into it, and it was hard, I'll tell you, that rowing machine. Because when you came after 40 minutes, you were fucked, you know what I mean? You've had to keep that bar, you had to keep it at a certain, not going over the 200 mark to get this 40,000 metres in 40 minutes, you know what I mean? So people are like, oh, pair of pussies and that, so I would go like that to some of them. Went out the toilet, they went, what? I went, well, come into the toilet, I says, go in that rowing machine. I says, and pull it to fuck for the 2 or 3 minutes as fast as you can. See who's the pussies. They're like, no bother. They jump on it. And aye, they'd fall off it after 3 minutes or something. So I'd walk them into the toilet and they get a drink of water and that, and they're breathing like fuck. But like I'm doing a wee bit of breathing just out walking. And I'd be like, did that feel like going up the runway in Gatwick or Heathrow? They're like, aye. I said, burn the inside. He went, aye. I said, so don't be walking by calling me an skip. Prestige. I ain't bothering. Fuck. But I also played soft tennis, badminton and all that as well. I was shite at that at the beginning, but I got good as you do through practice. So when I was in that was long Lartin with Skip later on. It was 97, 98 or something. But in 94 I was in full Sutton and asked for visits to go up to Frankland, just to be nearer the border. So I got the visits. It was for April 94 to June, and so got the visits, and lo and behold, big pal was up there 3 years ago, Big John Lynn. He was doing 17 years for allegedly shooting this Irish guy in a hotel. But John was innocent, but being the true gentleman and stand-up guy he was, he kept his mouth shut. Got the 17 years. He was working in Frankland in the gym when I arrived there, and John looked after me. I used to get into his cell, and at that time, 94, I'd been in 3 years. I never saw anybody with a mobile phone or that. Know that John had one, but John had something else. He had a wee TV, a wee Casio. There was no TVs or that in there 2 years later. And John had this wee Casio. But he says to me before he showed me, he went, we're sitting there having a cup of tea, and he's like, see if you can find my stash. My prison cell's not that big. I hunted that fucking place up and down. And could I find that? No. I sat down there for 15 minutes or something. For the DST, they're in there in 2 or 3 minutes. I don't think they would have found it. The dedicated search team, which we christened them, the Don't Stop Trying team. Because they didn't stop. It was like coming in with a wee case with James Bond equipment, you know, in your toilet, and cameras and fuck knows what. They wore all these black overalls. So John, he got off his bed, and next minute he had this wee shoebox. He polished his shoes and that up, which you get all your own gear and that in there, cooking facilities a lot. So John's opened the back of this wee shoebox thing, a wee secret compartment. I went, fuck it, and he pulled his wee tail out. I went, Jesus Christ. So after a few weeks in that, John was getting his looked after, and in the May, Rangers were in the cup final. We finally reached the final. But I don't know if we were on the 9 in a row then. I think we were. But we read at Scottish Cup final as usual. What happened? We get beat. I had a Mars bar on with John. He's a good Celtic supporter. And the Rangers, I think they were favourites to win, but I'm sure a guy, Craig Brewster, scored. And demoralised, gave John his Mars bar a couple of days later. Says I doubt mine's fucking was gutted. But as Bobby says, football doesn't pay your wages, does it? It certainly doesn't. But John, the football, my dad took me to Ibrox when I was 6. I'd moved up to Blackhill from Pellier Street, and I made a wee error the other night, the other day when I was doing the interview, and Gary was supposed to be there, and I says the canal behind Greenwich Street, but it was from Pellier Street we moved up to when I was 6, then we moved to Greenwich Street when I was 12. So my head was all over the place because I thought that me and Gary were going to have a chat and put the pressure on, and I can't make it. Just you go, and I went down at the last minute. And I've done that wee 40 minutes. Try to discourage the youth of that wrong path. So my dad, he took me to Ibrox, which was not very good thing to do when you're staying in Blackhill at 6 years of age. It was all a thing, but my dad was a hard working guy. He worked in the railway, the Cali up in Springburn, and I used to get these, once I was a bit older, I used to get these tickets to, I think, £30 or for nothing, and I went to I was following Rangers for a couple of seasons. I went every game, home and away, and I was 12 at the time. Went to Perth, Dundee, Aberdeen, but I must say that when I left the house in Blackhill, I had to put my scarf down my jute or I'd got lynched, because it's a heavy Republican area up there at the time, there in Royston. And all my pals used to go, oh, how do you know Fingley? Celtic? But no, it was ingrained. And if my dad would have bled, it'd have been blue blood. And my dad he was fucking right. He used to go to the Orange Walk and things like that. I don't bother with all that. I've been a few times, but my dad used to be right into it and he'd come back fucking greeting. One night me and Gary and Alp were in bed, in the bunk beds, and Saturday night had my dad greeting and we were like that. Fucking, I says, my granny McDonald must have died. And I says, I'll go and find my troops, see what's happening. And what happened? I went in the kitchen, it's my ma, and I says to my ma, she's still at Charing Cross now, and I says to my ma, what's happening with my dad? So he's greeting. Granny McDonald did. She went, no son, Rangers get beaten. I went, what? She's get back into your bed. And she was pouring it 4 Crown Sherry in Eldorado in the sink. So I went back into the room, go to the top bunk. I says to Alco and Gash, the troops, I says, listen, Granny McDonald's no dead. I says, Rangers get beat. And I went, what? I went, I know. I says, a grown man, greeting for Rangers. So I lay back, my wee mind was wandering. I went, so your dad's greeting because Rangers get beat. I says, there must be there to life in that. So, for then, that's how I've never really been bitter with football. I used to go to pubs and all that, a lot of pals are Celtic, they're playing Rangers, and if Celtic get beat, they'd be like, well, we're getting home. I'd be like, alright, that's what I'm paying for me then. I wouldn't be bothered, but I did want the Rangers to win, but if they didn't win, it wasn't the end of my world. But I was gutted, but I wouldn't be great for that. I mean, my dad learned that lesson. So, going back to Frankland, when I was up there visits, the Rangers get beat with Dundee United, and Big John says, I'll get you one of the TVs. I went, aye. He went, aye. So the time came, I had about 5 or 6 days before I was returning to Sutton. Kind of a judge that was running about then, you don't get told, but I was up there for 6 to 8 weeks. So John was in selling a cup of tea and that, some ute. And all the Newcastle boys, they were all brilliant. They were all fucking cooking away full chickens and doing the weights and good. So I met a lot of good boys to go up there. So John's like that, sitting there and he's like, I've got you that. I went, what? They went, pulled this wee cellophane bag out. And there was a wee castle in it, it was 1.5 inches size. I didn't ask him how he got it in or whatever, that was my business. I was just grateful, and I went, fucking, I went, how am I going to get it back to full Sutton? So in '94 there was no scanners or what the things I've got at the airport and I've got in the nick these days when you get in the gate reception. So John's like, I've got that sorted as well. He says, we go to the canteen tomorrow, buy a box of Alpen. I was like, a box of Alpen? I don't eat Alpen. He went, just put a box. I went, okay. John was shrewd. And actually, John, before he got into law, was a successful businessman. Took that 17 years, but still touching the day. Him and his boy and that, and his lovely wife Sadie. So, John's like that, so we went in with the Alpen. He told me to buy a few tins of tomatoes, rice, and blah blah blah. So I went with the Alpen. Next minute, he opened it up, opened the cover there, the packet, and he went like that, he emptied toffee out, and he put the wee cellophane. It's alright, that's just Irene's again, but we're in Glasgow, but to tell you the truth, there's a green man to go as well. Glasgow's quite, I wouldn't say it's wild, it's just like everywhere else. People's always get this opinion of Glasgow because a way back years ago and all that, you know what I mean? But Everywhere's the same there. So we used to hearing sirens and that about, but it's not always the police, the fire brigade, ambulances, a lot. So just walking up Hill Street now. So John put the stuff, the Alpine back in the box, put out glue, they glued it, and he went, right, he says, take that down to Frankland, there you go. So I done that, so I get down to Frankland, I get in no bother with it. I was watching that TV, do you know that? I was watching that for about 7 months. I just left it in that box on the wee cupboard thing. And when I got a search, I didn't even fucking get into the serial that, but there was one day, there was a special search in Frankland. And I think it was just after the New Year, 95, and they picked out 50 people in the full jail, and he says it was a special search. They had information that the IRA had same-sex smuggled into the jail. One load of shite. I've just started to take all the booze and everything else, you know what I mean? Unfortunately got my fucking telly. So they came to me, and it was a guy and a woman, prison officers. They stood outside before you could bin the cell, but after Michael Howard came to power, he was adding sentences on to people. A big pal Alan Byrne took a liberty with him, put 10 years on his sentence. Fuck, unbelievable. I'd done a video before and I says, who the fuck do you think you're a judge? So he was doing that to loads of people, you know what I mean, saying the tariff wasn't enough, and they clamped down the jails and all. So I'm outside and I searched the cell, and had spices and all that in the cell. With my good friend Desi Cunningham, who's no longer with us. Rest in peace, Desi. One of South London's finest. Desi taught me to cook. I couldn't even boil an egg. And great guy, still remembered all these years. I think it's coming up for 25 years now that he's dead. But I've been in touch. His brother Andrew spoke to us, and pal Perry. No Perry Warry, Perry's a good guy. Know Perry well. Our boy Perry, it's Andrew's pal. Me and him are pals, talking, but I've not met him yet, but hopefully I will do soon. Alright, Perry, Andrew, and his brother Note, and all the sisters. Hope you're all good. I think it's Freya, the niece, she's done a couple of comments back to the Desi tribute video I done. So I hope you're all good down there. Ian's walking in the rain, but he's free. He's smiling, laughing, so that's it. Still glad to be alive. So anyway, they're searching the cell. Oops, I went my cunt there, fuck. So busy looking at this fucking camera. And searching the cell, and I've looked in and I saw the empty spices in his bag. Oh wait, I wonder if I go to empty the Alpine. Oh fuck, next minute I've emptied it. The fucking tailies keep flying out in the wee plastic bag. And they came out, they went in, came out, they went, what's that? And I went, what is it? They went, I says, where's you that? They went, in the Alpine box. I went, the Alpine box? They went, aye. I went, oh, that must have came as a free gift. And the two of them kind of laughed at that, and they went, I tell the governor that. So that was the end for me. Maybe a Brookside, shame to say I watched it. It was a good programme that I'm in. Liverpool, it was very good. And I used to watch the football on a Saturday in Fulham. I actually gave the retailer Lenny a couple of times to people, know what I mean? I gave it to pal Joe, so I'm Donegal, and he got it. Alright Joe, you and Catherine are doing well, mate? And Pat and all the boys. But so we're walking up Hill Street, and it's talking about the fitness and all that. We talking about that earlier. Everybody's into fitness and all that, and we weights, or I do like weights. Basically, I don't know if you can see that with this screen. I'm trying to show you, it's called Pepe's, Peri Peri chicken. I get all the Tasker meal a couple of times a week. It's good value. Well, good value, it's about £9, but if you're after drinking everything else, well, it's £9. Nothing to squander that way, you know what I mean? So I just try to be healthy, go on walks, So that was me. The TV was took, and I was gutted. But we got the TVs, and I moved to Long Lartin. I think I never had the TVs for 91 to about 98. It was about 7 years. And everybody, they were all like wee schoolboys waiting for these TVs. I think they were about 18 inch or something. And it was like Christmas. They put them outside the doors in Long Lartin. They'd be went to work. And we were all excited and all that. Fuck. So I got this telly, seen like the telly, because it had that wee castle, 1.5 inches. This fucking telly, man, it was like down the road there in Renfield Street. It was like the Odeon Picture Hall. It was fucking, it looked massive. New people get 80 inch, 100 inch tellies, but this thing was fucking massive to me. So everybody used to say, hey, tellies in, and all the conversations and sitting in the cell, that was all kind of a disappearing. Guys were like, oh, this is what you're watching, and they went, oh, I'm just watching it, Channel 4 News, and couldn't say, he's a lying bastard, I heard he was watching EastEnders and all that. But I'm guilty of watching some soaps myself there, so I can't say it. But it was a kind of a laugh at the beginning. Well, for some people it wasn't, and some people it was. The TVs, they didn't switch the electricity off during the night or that. So see, after a couple of weeks, there'd be Dracula films about 2 in the morning, and cunts were turning it right up, and you'd hear fucking a vampire getting the fucking stake in his heart, and cunts screaming in the telly. Then there'd be westerns on with shooting and all that. The place was a racket, and you'd wake up, and sometimes I woke up with like, am I fucking outside? I feel fucking gunshots and fuck knows what, because you know it. So after a while, a few rules get implemented in each section. Right, if you're going to watch fucking Dracula or cowboy films or fuck knows what, do not be turning the fucking volume up at 2 o'clock. There's some elderly gents in the fucking section that might take a heart attack. I wasn't one of them, I was one of the young team in my 30s, but I found it quite comical, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? So that was it. The tellies and that came in, and a lot of the writing went out. That I noticed that people used to write like fuck, and I'd read books and write about that. Everybody just became lazy, and you get to work the next day. And would you watch like, oh, you'd be back to Channel 4 News, line count, and watch the soaps, and but all in good fun. But so just wandering about, and let's see, we're in Sutton. Look at that, it's this place for the plaza. They're doing it all, they're digging it all. I think they're trying to make it Las Ramblas and fucking Barcelona, but I don't think that's going to work. Look at it, it's a fucking mess. There's Waterstones there. I got a book the other day, so I've been reading that as well. Just kind of turning the telly off, so I get back to normality, whatever that is. So, as I say, they're trying to make this place Las Ramblas, but just in there, I don't know if the sign of that's there. Yeah, you've got the Savoy, I can't see that, you've got the Savoy market, but that's where the Savoy dancing is. So what I would say, I don't know, I think it's going to be Las Ramblas even, I think it's going to be Las Bambas. Or the mom up with Savoy, fuck, having a battle at the end of it and inside it. I read in the paper last week, outside the Savoy, for a few days in fact, a guy, he's a boxer, and look at him and his brother were sitting about the guy bit his fucking ear off. And so there you go, the Savvy Suave Mal, pitch years ago, the 80s, the Ultratech, and the bouncers used to be bastards, but some of them got their treatment after it, but I'll not get into that because it's supposed to be a peaceful channel that I'm running for. Yeah, I'm a big time fucking podcaster. There's McDonald's where the Waynes go to, young Matthew and Millie, and Ashley on that. And the Waynes love a McDonald's these days, don't they? Aye, so getting back to the channel, I've got 15,000 subscribers, which is not a lot, but it's alright. But to make it plain and clear to people, I'm not monetised, so I don't make money out of YouTube, it's a hobby. And so I've not got pressure got to put something out every day and all that, because it's monetised and that. So sometimes I've not done a video for 6 or 7 months. There's another good pub up there. Loaders. Me and Harry Boy used to go in there 40 odd years ago and all. Young trips. And Gash. No, the other trips. So, as I was saying about the YouTube thing. So, so see people on YouTube and all that, see if they're going to slag people and all that and whatever, if that's up to them, no, I mean, see if people slag me, not a problem. Problem at all. The Poundland up there and all that. That'll be rumbled up. It's in there as well. Aye, if people are slag me, no, as long as they're getting views, that's it. But what I won't tolerate on my channel, yes, my channel, is intolerance and cheek and nasty comments towards anybody, towards myself. It won't be 3 strikes out, even 2 strikes out. Ian will just about 1 strike and you're deleted. Oh, just remember that. Positivity for the world that needs it, you know what I mean? And the young troops say, I don't know if I've got a cheek, I'm trying to fucking say don't go down that path, but somebody's kind of running through it all. I'm not telling them what to do, because when I was younger I wouldn't listen. So I'm just trying to say, get down that path, you know the consequences, the drills are brutal. It's got a girlfriend, she'll leave you after a few years, what happened with me. And it's not nice, and you've got kids there, you know, seeing them growing up. And as I said in the other video, the people get children McDonald's and a wee apprenticeship, they end up with boat houses and that, and their pals, it was a big time Charlie doing at cruise, where are they? Either dead or in the jail. So I'm not preaching to anybody, far from it. You know what I mean? It's up to themselves, but just try to give a wee guiding light into what the conditions are. And been locked up. Your time did start at 9. So let's try and talk about something else. More positive. Hopefully young mum don't go to the jail. Is Scotland. The Euros. I was going to say the World Cup, but the Euros. And Scotland are kicking off tomorrow night against Germany. I wish them all the luck. And I would like to congratulate a young boy, saw in the news earlier, Craig Ferguson. He walked for Mount Florida to Munich to see Scotland. He's only 20 and they got a rousing reception for the Sarton Army earlier. So well done, Craig, and let's hope Scotland get a result. I'm sure they will, because I've got a funny feeling Scotland have had injuries and all the rest of it, but I've got a funny feeling that they're going to do well. So let's hope they do. And also don't forget, they've got a lot of friends in England. Let's see how England do as well. But I would like Scotland and England to get through and meet, and what a fucking game that would be. So just like to say bye for me in Glasgow, and I was talking to Ben for the Inquirer earlier and saying about Brian Anderson. Brian's one of the best photographers out. Brian took me down to see Ronnie Biggs and his son Michael, and it was a great visit going down to London. So Brian, if you're listening as well, and Ben, and not forgetting Big Matt Leg. So we'll go for Glasgow. Good night for me, and good night. Bye.